Hey guys,
Hi, good
Hey,
to see
Adam,
you.
hi.
good to see you both. First of all, talk about Cannes because I, like a lot of people, were following this wonderful time you guys had in Cannes with this movie. Just put into words what that whole experience was like for the two of you because it seemed like one wonderful thing after another for you guys, for the movie.
No, it was an amazing experience because the whole project of Annette started with our little idea and project about 9 years ago, and then fast forward, 9 years, and there we are on the red carpet at Cannes for the opening film with Adam Driver to our left, Marianne Cotillard to our right, Simon Helberg to the other side, and we're standing there in front of hundreds and hundreds of photographers and paparazzi, and it was like a surreal dream because we've always been huge cinema buffs, and kind of the Cannes Film Festival is kind of the pinnacle of everything you can do with films, and to be honored to be able to be the opening night film at Cannes, and the reception that it got at Cannes was so phenomenal, and our director Leos Carax winning best director at Cannes, and our band Sparks winning best soundtrack at Cannes for it's a musical, Annette, obviously. So it was all an amazing dream come true.
Yeah, and Ron, what did it mean to you personally?
Well, it's all the same things. I mean, the whole thing was just so surreal. You're kind of keep questioning, are you actually really here doing all this at this moment? Because it's a world that we kind of have imagined, and to actually be a participant, and most importantly, just with a film that we're so we're so proud of. I mean, it's an uncompromising film, and we were so lucky to have Leos Carax, who's an uncompromising director, at the helm. So it took 8 years of focus on everybody's part, but the everybody that was participating was just really just concentrating on this one thing, and it turned, it shows in the final film.
And what did it feel like to come back from that now? All this renewed or new attention on you guys that seems like nothing that I've ever seen before, and I've been a fan for decades. What does that mean to you guys? How much of that have you allowed to kind of take in and feel and appreciate? Or are you guys just working always on the next thing? Where are you guys with that?
Oh, we're like incredibly sort of rejuvenated by all of the attention from the two movies, from Edgar Wright's documentary about Sparks, the Sparks brothers, and also about the reaction to Annette, and so it's really fed back really well towards the band, and we've been getting lots and lots and lots of new fans on our social media, and we've announced a tour for next spring in the United States and Canada, and lots of the shows have already sold out like 6 months in advance, and 2 nights at Disney Hall in LA here is like kind of phenomenal. So it's just been, it's been an amazing thing where all of these projects have kind of come together at the same time, and for whatever reason they've brought about this kind of new new assessment, new feeling towards Sparks from fans and newbies who've just come aboard at this point.
Yeah. And talk about Annette in particular. You mentioned uncompromising, Ron. Where did this story come from? What did you hope people would get out of this story? How much of this is personal in any way? How much of it's a comment on stardom, about relationships? We can put into words where this story came from.
Well, it began about 9 years ago. We wanted to do a long narrative musical piece in the style of an earlier work that we had done called The Seduction of Ingmar Bergman. We enjoyed, we enjoy working on 3 and 4 minute songs. I mean, it's what we do, but also just, kind of running parallel to that, the challenge of writing a long narrative musical piece is something that we're really fascinated with. So we came up with the idea for Annette that was to be just a Sparks project, an album and a live performance, and it wasn't based on any kind of deep need to express to make a statement other than just an artistic statement. I mean, we wanted to make a strong statement that a modern musical, even at the time a theatrical musical, but then later to be a film musical, that a modern movie musical could be something beyond what had been done before, and kind of doing away with some of the elements of musicals that we found. We love musicals, but some of them just seem outdated to us. And so, like a more naturalistic approach to the way that lyrics are delivered within a musical context, and naturalistic choreography, and then characters that were, it isn't necessarily kind of the bright and sunny side of things. I mean, we didn't set out to make a downer of a movie at all, but it doesn't have to be that a movie musical is like kind of the sun shining all the time.
Talk about the Sparks Easter eggs for Sparks fans. There's a lot of little things in this movie. I caught a bunch of them. I probably missed a bunch of them as well, from bits of past, great songs. There's bits of dialogue. You guys have a great cameo. How much, or a couple cameos for that matter, how much fun was it putting all those elements together and kind of having fun with that?
Well, there's two things. There's some little references to past Sparks songs, and that was actually Leos Carax, the director's idea. He's such a fan of the band, and he wanted to inject some of his favorite bits from Sparks' past into the movie in kind of subtle ways, where it wasn't the entire song, or it was an intro from a song. And so we had kind of resisted at first, because we wanted to keep this such a fresh, musical without references to Sparks and Sparks' past. But Leos, being the fan that he is, he thought that would be a good idea and something that he would be really happy with. So we in the end, we're really happy that he suggested that, because we like those pieces now. And then as far as our cameos, it was also Leos's idea to have us placed around. I think we're in the film about 5 times. A couple of them are very quick, and you'd have to keep your eyes open. But the intro piece and the end piece were 2 pieces that we had written in our original version. The opening's called "So May We Start," and it's all of the actors and us being the writers commenting on the film you're about to see, and talking about how difficult it is to get financing for films. And also it's everybody stepping out of their roles in the film, and then including Adam Driver and Marion Cotillard and Simon Helberg, and then them going off and doing this film that you're about to see. And it's the same with the end piece. We have one called "The End," and it's sort of everybody reminiscing about the film they've just made, and saying, and then addressing the audience and saying, if you like the film, tell a friend. If you have no friends, then tell a stranger tonight.
Very nice. Speaking of Spark fans, I always want to ask you guys about this. So here we are in '88, the 3 of us in Encino at Tower Records, when I'll give you guys a chance to correct something now. I was runner-up in this contest. I sang a song from Indiscreet with a very risque title. You guys know the song. And then someone else won for doing propaganda that day up on stage by ingesting helium supplied by Poor Man from K-Rock. I'd like to think my performance was genuine and real. So maybe you guys want to reconsider your decision.
In our maturity now, we would have awarded you the first prize, because a gimmick like helium would not cut it with us nowadays. So an honorable award-winning moment for you.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.